Sasha Banks, and her future is getting a bit more interesting as the days go on. We talked about it last week initially that she was going to be at Wrestle Kingdom 17 reportedly, and it was not through WWE. We didn't know if she was going to appear in front of the live crowd or if she was just going to go there as a fan. But the reports were that New Japan Pro Wrestling was bringing her to the show. We got some more news. Per Wrestling Observer newsletter, Sasha Banks is believed to be a free agent in January. Like I said, she's set to appear at Wrestle Kingdom 17, which happens on January 4th of 2023. And it is not through WWE, and New Japan believes she will be a free agent come Wrestle Kingdom 17. Dylan, what are your thoughts about this news? All of this is just reports per Wrestling Observer newsletter, but what are your thoughts on if Sasha Banks will be a free agent come January?
I mean, it would be huge for New Japan Pro Wrestling to be able to, sign Sasha Banks and get her on a get her wrestling at Wrestle Kingdom. I can't imagine that Sasha would sign would immediately sign a deal that is exclusive to one company. I'm assuming that Sasha. It feels like we might be getting the Sasha Banks like run right now, and I feel like she might be making some appearances. And if it is true and she is a free agent, I feel like we might be getting some Sasha Banks appearances in a lot of different companies, honestly.
Yeah, I completely agree. I don't think that she's going to, if she is a free agent in January, I can't imagine her just signing exclusively, like you said, to one company. Because, I mean, she said it over on her social media. There's been like a lot of things that she wants to do. She's been training all across the world with professional wrestling. And I think she is going to sort of hit the independence tour with New Japan, maybe even AAA. She could wrestle a little bit in AEW, but that doesn't necessarily mean that all of this news is true. She still is listed on WWE's roster on their website. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with her. There's no news on Naomi's contract or anything like that, but I think it is worth noting that Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker are set to take on Saraya. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Saraya on and a mystery partner on January 11th, I believe, on that episode of Dynamite in Los Angeles. So it's definitely something worth noting. The reports are true. She could be a free agent by then. I think it'd be pretty epic if Sasha Banks pulls up. Like we talked about last week, she trademarked a lot of new names for other businesses outside of professional wrestling. And I think if she does leave WWE, this is going to be a huge loss for them.
Mm-hmm.
One of the four horsewomen. You can argue probably one of the best women's wrestlers in WWE. And when it's all said and done, she'll probably go down as one of the best ever in professional wrestling, despite what company it is. So it's definitely going to be a huge loss for WWE, especially with their SmackDown women's division lacking. Like it's not very even with the Raw women's division. So
It's gonna be
that'll be a
such a
huge
major
loss.
loss, like such a major loss.
Yeah.
Sasha's probably like the biggest star they have, honestly. When it comes, she's like her and Becky. You know what I mean? Really, when you think about it, her, Becky, and they and Bianca, and I don't know, man. It's just Sasha Banks is one of the biggest wrestlers in the world. So for the WWE to lose her, it's gonna be they're gonna be taking a blow if they lose her. But good for Sasha if that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean, and we saw what's happening with Mandy Rose, which we'll get into in a little bit on the pod. But if Sasha does want to chase other um avenues of income outside of the WWE, the best way to do it might be not being involved with WWE. Regardless, I think everyone can agree that we just want to see Sasha Banks wrestle. Like I said, she's one of the best women's wrestlers on the planet. However way you slice it, she's one of the best, and she'll go down as one of the best women's wrestlers once it's all said and done. As long as she comes back to wrestling, I think everyone will be happy, regardless of where it is.